Hello everyone, this is Venkatesh Una working as a lead researcher for mobile and DevOps in Miracle Software Systems. In this video, I am going to show you how to create a low-world application with side menu template in Ionic framework. And then I will show you how to customize it. Before going to that, I would like to give a brief introduction about Ionic. Ionic is a powerful HTML5 SDK that helps you to build native feeling mobile apps using web technologies like HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. It uses the AngularJS framework and it is for a single page application. Ionic is mainly focused on look and feel and UI integration of your app. That doesn't mean it's a replacement of PhoneGap or any other your JavaScript frameworks. It just simplifies one of the biggest part of your app, that is frontend. Let us start with an implementation part. Go to command prompt. So I'm doing applications in my desktop, so I'm moving into the desktop folder and then creating a new directory for Ionic apps. So move to Ionic apps folder. Before starting, please make sure that you have a stable internet connection so that Node installs all the modules needed. So in this, we needed a Cordova and Node.js should be installed in our missions. Let me check whether they are installed or not. Node is installed and Cordova is also installed. Let me check with Ionic as well. Ionic space -v. So if these are not installed, then we can install through npm space install space -g space module name like Cordova or Ionic, whatever the module we have, that can be given here. So as everything is installed in my mission, so I'm not installing right now. So let us start creating a new application in Ionic. We have the command for creating a new application, Ionic space start application name. In my case, I am giving Ionic side menu app and followed by template. Here we will be having a 3 templates called stats, blank, and side menu. As per our requirement, I am going with a side menu template. Hit on enter. It will take 1 or 2 minutes for loading complete application. The application is downloading from the GitHub repository and the time frame to take this completion depends on internet connection. The application is successfully created. Let us open up the application. Side menu app is an application and I'm opening it with an Atom editor. So I'm closing all the tabs. So before going to explain the folder structure of an Ionic, let me execute the application by using the command called Ionic space cell. It gives us some error. Sorry, I didn't navigate it to the folder, Ionic folder. So cd side menu, we have to be in the present directory. Ionic space sir. So it will open in our default browser. In my case, it's a Firefox browser. So here is our application. Let me open up in the mobile view. Give the shortcut Control Shift M. An Ionic app is a responsive app. So if you increase the size or decrease it, so based on the device, it will be responsive. So in the left top right corner, so we'll be having the menu toggle. So here is the menu. The menu have an header called left and the menu list. So login, search, browse and playlist. If you click on playlist, the respective screen will be appear. And if you click on login, it will open the login screen. If you click on search, search will appear. So now I'm going to explain about the folder structure of an application. So here is a folder structure. So side menu app is a root directory of an Ionic app. In this folder, we are having subfolders like hooks, Ionic base master, Ionic plugins, SCSS and www folder. In the hooks, we will be having the hook scripts like this. Basically, this is the Cordova folder which allows you to execute all the JS code during the multiple phases of building app, before and after, and during in the middle of the sum of execution of JS files. This hooks will be helpful for us. In Ionic base master, this is all about the master repository. So there is no much use of this. Then after we will be having plugins. This folder is generated and used by the Cordova to store the installed plugins. In this, these are the plugins are already installed in this application. Those are console, device, splash screen, so and so. So if you want to add additional plugins like any barcode scanner, then we can add the plugins and install it using the command prompt commands like Cordova command. Then it will be installed and stored in this folder. And then we will be having SCSS folder. This is basically a style sheet for Ionic apps. We can write our own style for this Ionic using SCSS. It's somewhat advanced for the CSS file. So if you are not familiar with SCSS also, no problem. We will be having the public folder called www. In that we will be having the CSS folder. In that we have the style sheet. www folder where all the HTML, CSS and JavaScript of your application is stored and run. It was generated by Ionic App Starter. So the entire execution of the navigation starts from index.html. In that we need to add some of the libraries and we need to link some of the style sheets and the main UI part. So in this, the script files are controller.js, app.js, cordova.js. These are the script files we need to add it. So the main execution of the application will start from Ionic NavView. Ionic NavView is one of the directory in Ionic. In this, we can render all the HTML files where we have in the templates folder. Like this. So entire flow will be write in app.js file. In app.js, we need to write all the paths and everything. We need to configure everything. Like, let me explain one of the state. This is one of the state provider. In that we need to give the URL of path. This is the path we need to give when the action is applied. And template URL. When we give this /app, then it will be navigate into the templates folder and then menu.html. And for writing any logic, business logic for this HTML page, we need some controller. That controller need to be defined over here in the place of controller called app controller. We can give our own name. and this controller will be implemented in the controller.js. See, in the controller method, we will be having app controller name. So the app control business logic should be right over here. In app.js, we will be having like URL router provider dot otherwise. If you are not giving any URL like this path, this will by default it will go with app.playlist. That means the landing page of this application is the app or playlist. As you can see, if I refresh this application, it will by default it will comes to when you are executing this application, it comes to playlist. Okay. If you want to run this if you want to see this application how it will look like in different platforms like Android or Ionic, we will be having one command called Ionic space serve space -- lab. This command will execute and execute in two different platforms. One is iOS and another one is Android. See, in this way we can view our application in two different platforms. If you want to customize this application or edit any text like I'm just editing the HTML files. Suppose if you want to change the list of menu, then we can instead of search, I will write employee search, and instead of browse, I will write about. Instead of playlist, I will give the Ionic developers. Just save it, and no need to execute again and again. It will create automatically like login, employee search, about, and Ionic developers. If you want to change the respective page, then you need to customize these files. Suppose if you want to change playlist, here see the playlist dot title. So here they're invoking the items from the playlist dot title. So where the playlist is. So we will be having the path called app/playlist/playlist dot id. Okay, this will be written in this controller app.js. In controller.js, we'll be having playlist controller. In this controller, we are having this JSON format title and ID. The ID was taken from here, and the title is taken from here. Taken from title and ID. So if you change over here, like if you want to change into Miracle, this one with an ID 3, then simply see the third item is Miracle. Okay. In this way, we need to customize our application. If you want to add more, you can add our own code and develop applications. So this is all about how we can create an Ionic application, how we can execute it, and how can we customize it. Thank you for watching this video. I hope this will help you. Thank you.